you usually lose your appetite. The same is true for your dog or your cat, or even for mice and flies. This appetite loss is part of a set of responses to infection, collectively known as sickness behavior. When you get an infection, there are two ways that your body gets damaged. First, the pathogen itself can cause damage. Second, our immune system, while fighting the infection, causes collateral damage by making toxic substances like reactive oxygen species or unfolded proteins. For nearly 50 years, scientists and doctors have wondered whether and how sickness behaviors affect the course of disease. To investigate the damage caused by the immune system, we infected some mice with the virus and others with bacteria, then fed them. The mice infected with bacteria died, whereas mice infected with virus survived. We next tried to figure out which food was the culprit, and we found that glucose was responsible for the effects of feeding during infection. When we blocked the ability of cells to use glucose with chemicals called 2DG and DMH, mice infected with bacteria now survived, and mice infected with the virus died. The exact opposite happened. Why does this happen? Cells need the right nutrients to perform certain tasks. So during an infection, what you eat controls what nutrients are available to your cells, and therefore what defense strategies they can employ. We found that in bacterial infections, cells need ketones to reduce toxic ROS accumulation. When fasting, ketones become available. In viral infections, however, cells need glucose to properly respond to unfolded proteins. When eating, glucose is abundant. Therefore, during a viral infection, eating provides glucose, which may be necessary for survival. Conversely, fasting leads to ketone production, which may help to survive a bacterial infection. This research suggests that different metabolic programs are coordinated with different types of infections in order to promote tissue tolerance. Our work may have implications for how we feed infected patients in the intensive care units, and suggest that when you get an infection, what you do and don't feel like eating may be your body's way of telling you how best to survive the illness. For more information, please read our paper in this issue of Cell.
Will Corona do juice fast like orange juice?